For the basket weave, I'm using 6 strands of this color, and I'm going to make vertical lines the whole way across this square. I love the effect of this stitch, and it's nice because it's pretty simple. You just need to take your time with the weaving part. Once you get done with the vertical lines, you're going to come back to the starting corner. And now, following the horizontal lines, we're going to start weaving this in and out of our vertical lines. So I went over, under, and you keep going like that. And I turned my needle around to use the eye of the needle for weaving it, which is much easier, and then there's less chance of snagging the vertical lines as you go along. Pull it all the way through, and then you can use the end of the needle to slide each of those up to the top, and then you're going to send your needle back down through the fabric. Now, coming up at the next horizontal line on the outside, I'm going to do the opposite of what I did on the first row. So now I'm going under, over. So you just want the opposite effect of whatever you did in the first line. And I find that it's easier when you slide your needle down here to the bottom. You have a little bit more space to work with, and you can slide at an angle to get under each of those threads. Use your needle to push them back up, and then send your needle back down through, coming back on the third row. Again, the opposite of whatever our previous row was. And if you mess up and you get it wrong, which I occasionally do, just take your needle off of the thread, pull the whole strand back out to the edge, and start again. And you just continue alternating like this and sliding them up as you go. Now, it does get a little tight at the bottom, so sometimes I switch it around to the pointy end then and go at an angle one at a time to get under each row. It may be tight, but you want to try to fill this up as much as you can. So you can see I wiggle it around there to try to get it under each of the vertical rows or columns. And then we go down through the end of the fabric and tie it off in the back. And you can use your needle now to go along and gently brush certain areas to push the threads where you want them to be, if you feel like you need to even it out a little bit. And there you go. Doesn't that look awesome? I hope you enjoyed the basket weave.